Playing early access games is a good thing. Not only are you helping devs with improving their project and can experience all the changes and updates along the process, but you're also getting the game cheaper since the price tends to go up with the 1.0 version. But if you don't know where to start and what are the hottest early access games at the moment, take a moment to watch our top 10 most promising early access games to play in 2022. Number 1. Phasmophobia. It's perfectly fine to think that a co-op game would be less scary than your typical single-player horror. Just makes sense, right? But Phasmophobia hits different, and despite the fact that you'll be joined by other players, it will scare the ever-living shit out of you. In this online horror game, you'll search for ghost activities in various haunted locations, and stumble upon lots of heart attack-inducing jump scares and nightmare-fuel content along the way. Number 2. Baldurs Gate 3. If you're a fan of old-school isometric RPGs, this is a must-play. Plus, what's worth mentioning here, it's good to see that the new entry to the legendary series is in good hands. The game's being developed by the team that brought us one of the best RPGs of recent years, Original Sin 2. It's not close to being finished at the moment, but there's plenty of content to sink your teeth into, and the updates are showing up regularly. If you're into RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons, or fantasy in general, just pick it up. Number 3. Project Zomboid. Does anybody remember how long this game's been in early access? It's been, like, ages. But it's ages with steady content updates. And through the years, Project Zomboid grew to be a real beast of a zombie game with tons of content and numerous mechanics introduced throughout the developing process. It might not be quite a looker, it has this Sims 1 vibe going on, but gameplay-wise, it's up there with all the best zombie games that you should play. Number 4. Valheim. Remember when not so long ago Valheim showed up out of nowhere and was an instant hit on Steam? Everybody was streaming the game. It was all over YouTube and Twitch. Well, the popularity is well deserved. It's a pretty damn good survival game. Now, after a bit more time in the oven, featuring numerous content updates and over 10 million sold copies, it's one of those games that you have to own if you're into survival, crafting, or Norse mythology. Number 5. V Rising. If you're one of those people who, after watching What We Do in the Shadows, felt this massive urge to become a vampire, I'm happy to report that now you can live out that fantasy. Well, at least in a video game. V Rising is kinda like Diablo combined with crafting and base building mechanics, and it's great! Get the game and become the best bloodsucker in the realm. Build your castle, look for blood, and avoid sunlight at all costs. Number 6. Vampire Survivors. Ah yes, more vampire content. This time it's one of those smaller but highly addictive games. Looks pretty simple, right? Because it is. But the gameplay loop and the feeling of growing more powerful with each run will make you feel instantly hooked. Just try it. The game is relatively cheap and can provide countless hours of brainless, relaxing fun. Number 7. Timberborn. Ever thought about becoming a beaver? No, just hear me out. Imagine a world without all those loud, good-for-nothing humans, and there's only you and your beaver buddies spending days building amazing structures out of wood. Sounds like fun? 'Cause it is! Just grab one of the most popular early access games at the minute, Timberborn, and build the beaver colony of your dreams. Number 8. Slime Rancher 2. Now let's talk about the sequel to the smash hit Slime Rancher. It's out now on early access and is basically the better and bigger version of the original game. You'll basically run around the island and collect sweet, wiggly slimes with your vacuum gun. It's a very relaxing gameplay loop based around unlocking new mechanics and upgrades. Before you even notice, Slime Rancher 2 will become your go-to game when you're too stressed or tired. Try it out. Number 9. Darkest Dungeon 2. Time to get
back to the pit.
If you've played the first Darkest Dungeon game, you've probably recognized the narrator's voice. If not, welcome to the world of pain and despair. Darkest Dungeon 2 has been out on early access for a while now, and it's an easy-to-recommend turn-based RPG roguelike for fans of high difficulty and mechanically deep games. Number 10. Ultra Kill. If you've played Dusk or a Medieval, you can expect the same level of quality from this game, which would be ultra high. It's an FPS heavily inspired by the 90s, so expect simple but fast and violent gameplay and hordes of enemies to take out in various, often very imaginative ways. It's getting very high scores on Steam, and if you're a fan of retro shooters, don't sleep on Ultra Kill. And that's it, our list of the top 10 best early access games. Now, we know there are tons more great titles that would fit the list, but you know, top 10's a top 10. Make sure to add a comment with your favorite early access games, and see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!